There has been a string of new developments on Brexit, and a new framework was put in place after several votes in the UK Parliament following further negotiations with the EU. The UK Parliament voted to request an extension to Article 50, meaning a postponement of the official date of leaving the EU, which was initially scheduled for the end of March. If agreed by other EU member states, this delay would reopen negotiations and also give the UK government the chance to find a majority in the UK Parliament and to define Brexit more precisely. Two options are on the table. Brexit is postponed until June, or it is pushed back by 1 or 2 years. If Brexit is postponed until June, members of Parliament will quickly have to find a compromise and agree on a new deal, as they have twice rejected the scenario of leaving the EU with no deal. If the EU grants a longer delay, the UK would have the chance to expand on what it wants as regards its future trading relationships with the EU and other countries. These include a Canada-style trade agreement or a mixed Norway-Canada agreement. Under a long delay, the UK Prime Minister could find a new majority in Parliament or could even call a general election or second referendum. Once any extension is up, uncertainty will return as the UK and the EU parliaments would have to vote on any final resolution. We think the most likely scenario will be that any new proposal would be adopted and the EU will enter in a new trading arrangement with the UK. This would avoid a hard Brexit or indeed any Brexit at all. The corporate and household sectors should benefit from this deal and the investment could return to the UK. GDP growth, which has been in an orderly slowdown since the Brexit referendum in 2016, should progressively recover towards a 2% growth trend in the medium term. If a final agreement is adopted, a 3-year public spending plan should be deployed in short order, favouring healthcare, education, police and local government. The Bank of England will have to try to offset any upside pressure on prices caused by an expected rebound in domestic demand and could prepare the markets for further rate hikes in the medium term. Should we find ourselves facing no deal or a hard Brexit, the costs to both the UK economy and the EU will be huge. In this scenario, the UK economy would enter a sharp recession. Estimates put the fall of GDP of between 5 and 10%, and its potential growth would be revised down drastically. The EU would also face GDP growth shocks of between 0.3 and 0.5 percentage points. But even if the political situation is complex and highly uncertain, we believe that a soft Brexit, namely an orderly exit of the UK from the EU with clear trade agreements, is likely to emerge from these discussions.